Go.
Okay, we're going to do a quick video on processing oats. I've had a couple people ask me, and it's really simple. I'm not even going to pull out oats. This is going to just be the short version. All you need is 2 buckets. One of the buckets, you drill 1/4-inch holes around the bottom edge, and then some holes in the very bottom of the bucket. Just those 2 places. All you have to do is fill the bucket with oats. You don't want to go over 10 pounds because oats will expand. They'll expand to 70%. So if you put 10 pounds in, you'll end up with 17 pounds of oats. So I don't go over 10. That's anything over that kind of overfills the bucket once they expand. So 10 pounds or less of oats. Fill the bucket all the way up to the top with water. Put a lid on it and just let it sit overnight. So you're filling the bucket with the holes in it. Forgot to mention that part. So make sure when you fill the bucket, you put it inside another bucket that doesn't have any holes in it, so that can retain all the water. 10 pounds of oats in the bucket or less. Fill this with water. It doesn't have to be boiling water or anything, just tap water. Put a lid on it and set your timer on your clock for 24 hours. In 24 hours, they will hydrate enough water to get to that 70% increase. At 24 hours, take the lid off, and then you want to drain the oats. So as you pull it out, the water is going to drain off, and then you're going to angle it on its edge. This angular edge will drain off just enough water to keep it hydrated appropriately without draining off too much or not enough. What I typically do when I set it on the edge is I'll take a rag and I'll put it on one of the corners, because sometimes once it drains, it slips, hits that bottom water, and then it makes a mess. So pull it out after 24 hours, sit it on the edge, put something there as a buffer, and then set your timer for 15 minutes. At exactly 15 minutes of draining, it's good to go. After that, dispose of your gross water, and then I usually pour this into a big container and then scoop out the oats into your bags. Now, if you forget, and this goes over 24 hours, your oats will begin to ferment, and it gets really nasty and stinky. They're done at that point. You don't want to try to use fermented oats, because I'm not sure what the science is behind it, but it always fails. So if you forget and the timer goes past 24, you just really have to throw out the oats. So set your timer. I usually put grain when I do the timer thing. Make sure you get it in 24 hours. This drains off for 15 minutes, and then you're good to go. That's all there is. I prefer millet. I've been using that lately. It's got much greater inoculation points. The process is easier. So I'm going to do a longer video, more in depth with the oats, and then I'll go into millet and rye berries and other things, and then you can decide which way is the best. That's it.